The Toadstool Village and the Dragonfly Races. Once upon a time, in a magical forest that stretched as far as the eye could see, there was a small village nestled among the towering trees. This village was unlike any other. It was made entirely of toadstools, with cobblestone paths winding through it. The village was home to a variety of creatures, each with their own unique abilities and talents. Among them, the most remarkable were the dragonflies. The dragonflies of the Toadstool Village were not ordinary dragonflies. They were the fastest, most agile creatures in the forest. They had the ability to fly at incredible speeds, darting through the air with a grace and precision that was nothing short of magical. The villagers had long ago discovered that the dragonflies' speed and agility made them perfect for racing. Every year, on the day of the first full moon after the summer solstice, the Toadstool Village hosted the Dragonfly Races. This was a grand event, attended by dragonflies from all over the forest. The races were held in a clearing at the edge of the village, where the dragonflies would take off from a starting line and race towards a finish line, their wings beating in a blur of motion. The races were not just for fun, they were a test of skill and endurance. The dragonflies would race against each other, their wings beating in a rhythmic cadence that echoed through the forest. The crowd would cheer and cheer, their excitement building as the dragonflies flew closer and closer to the finish line. One year, a young dragonfly named Dart decided to enter the races. Dart was known for his incredible speed and agility, but he had never raced before. He was nervous, but he was also excited. He knew that the races were a great way to showcase his skills and to prove himself to the other dragonflies. On the day of the races, Dart took his place at the starting line. The crowd was buzzing with anticipation, and Dart could feel his heart pounding in his chest. As the starting gun fired, Dart took off, his wings beating furiously as he flew towards the finish line. The race was fierce, with dragonflies darting and weaving through the air. Dart flew faster and faster, his heart pounding in his chest. He could hear the crowd cheering, their voices a blur of sound. He could see the finish line in the distance, and he knew he had to reach it. With a final burst of speed, Dart crossed the finish line, his wings beating in a triumphant rhythm. The crowd erupted in cheers, their excitement and joy filling the air. Dart had won the race, and he felt a sense of accomplishment and pride that he had never felt before. After the races, Dart was celebrated as the fastest dragonfly in the village. He was given a special medal and a trophy, and he was showered with praise and admiration. But Dart knew that the real reward was not the medal or the trophy, it was the joy and pride he felt in proving himself and in being part of the Toadstool Village community. The Dragonfly Races became a tradition in the Toadstool Village, a celebration of speed, agility, and community. Every year, on the day of the first full moon after the summer solstice, the dragonflies would race, their wings beating in a blur of motion as they flew towards the finish line. And every year, the village would come together to cheer on the racers, their excitement and joy filling the air. And so, the Toadstool Village and the Dragonfly Races became a legend in the forest, a story of speed, agility, and the spirit of community. It reminded everyone that no matter how small or large you are, you can make a difference and be part of something special.